Welcome back to Jenna's Kitchen. Easter is right around the corner and I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, quick, simple dessert with one of America's favorite Easter treats, a Cadbury Creme Egg. We're making Cadbury Creme Egg Brownies. So let's get started. So to make our Cadbury Egg Brownies, the first thing you have to do is make the brownie. So we're going to take a box of brownie mix. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of water, half a cup of vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. Set this aside, take our batter mixer and mix this up. I think our batter is good to go. We have a 9 by 13 greased pan and now we're just going to pour our brownie batter into the pan. Up and pour. Once you have your batter in your pan, one thing I like to do is take it and give it a few taps. Be as gentle as you can because this is glass. And get some of the air bubbles out. We have our batter, it's all good. It's got some air bubbles out and now we're going to pop it in a 350-degree oven for 22 to 24 minutes. Okay, so our brownies are out of oven, they're cooling, and now we're going to make what's gonna make this brownie look like the egg, the white and the yellow. So I have half a cup of corn syrup. You might need a spatula because it is sticky and thick. Also, do not get it on your hands or in your hair because it's going to be a pain to get out. Half a cup of corn syrup to my bowl. Now I'm going to add 1/4 a cup of melted butter. Ooh, that was cool. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Take our beater with a whisk attachment and mix it up. Alright, this is looking good for now. And now we're going to add 3 cups of powdered sugar, a little bit at a time. Because if you add all of this in there, it's going to create a powder explosion. Your mixer is going to get clogged. It's not going to be good. So just add a little bit at a time. If you have it measured out, just add a cup at a time. But just kind of eyeball it if you've put it all in one. This is all mixed up. I made a little bit of a mess, but look at this consistency. It's pretty thick, but it's going to spread out on our brownie and taste delicious. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide it in half, put the other half in this bowl, add some yellow food coloring so it looks like the white and the yolk of the egg. Alright, so I have half of it in this bowl. We're just going to add some yellow food coloring until it gets to your desired yellow. I want mine pretty yellow because the yolk of an egg's fairly yellow. So add a few drops and just mix it up. You can use your hand mixer, but I'm just going to use my spatula. A little bit of history behind the Cadbury Creme Egg. Originally, it was called a fries egg, but they changed the name in 1971 to Cadbury Creme Egg. Now, way back in the 1800s, there were 2 arch nemesi. Joseph Fry and John Cadbury. Joseph Fry wanted to make a moldable chocolate bar, and when Cadbury heard of it, he thought, I'll beat him. I'm going to make a better moldable chocolate bar than he will. In 1871, he released the first treat-filled chocolate egg. Now in 1919, they merged their companies together because they figured that they could make better things if they worked together than against each other. So in 1923, they made the first chocolate egg filled with cream. And in 1985, they released one of the funniest commercials I've seen ever. It was, how do you eat your Cadbury Creme Egg? And it had a horse eating it, it had Julius Caesar eating it. It was a pretty funny commercial. And then we got to today where even now some people think that the Cadbury Creme Egg tastes different in other countries. They say that some countries make it like their milk chocolate with cream instead of milk powder and the cream tastes sweeter, which is probably true. but I have yet to try one of the foreign Cadbury Creme Eggs. Looking pretty yellow. I like this color. All right, now we are going to assemble our brownies. We have our brownies. They're still a little bit warm, so this will spread easier. I'm gonna take my white. I'm gonna scoop it out from my bowl. It's like marshmallow fondant, so fun. All right, on to the brownies you go. Okay, so we tried to put a little bit on top of the brownies before we added some heavy cream to it. We didn't like the consistency, so we added a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. We added 2 teaspoons of heavy cream to our mixture, and it's a little bit thinner now, so it should spread better. So we're gonna take it, just kind of spread it all across the brownies. This is just like eating a Cadbury egg. Messy. Okay, so after some experimentation, drizzling, and plopping, we have found out that if you put some in different places and you spread it out with an offset spatula, it spreads much better, so little tip. Okay, now that we have all of our whites spread across our brownies, we're gonna pop it in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. All right, so we just got this out of the refrigerator. Now we're going to put on our yellow. So, I'm gonna take some of it. Whee! Your favorite Easter treat down below. I personally love the Reese's eggs and the Cadbury Creme Eggs. My brother loves Reese's. My family, my entire family, we all love Reese's. And if you are a person who likes Mounds or Almond Joys, I made some Almond Joy eggs on my YouTube channel. You can check that out up here. All right, and just spread it out. Our yellow is all over the brownies. Now we're gonna pop it in the fridge again for 15 minutes. Okay, so our brownies just came out of the refrigerator. Now we're gonna pour on some chocolate frosting. Now this is store-bought. You can make it at home, but this just makes it a little bit simpler. So if you're in a pinch, you can just get some frosting and heat it up in the microwave for 30 seconds and then pour it over the brownies. And then just do like we've been doing, smooth it out with your offset spatula. You can use like a normal spatula, but I just think this makes it a little bit simpler. Okay, you can cut these now, but the frosting is very likely to run off the sides and it won't make for a pretty photo. So we're gonna pop it in the fridge for 15 minutes one more time and then cut it and eat some Cadbury Egg Brownies. Here is the Cadbury Egg Brownie we made today. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Comment down below, Cadbury eggs, yay or nay? I personally like them. I think they taste really good, but they are a little bit rich. I will admit that they are prettier. So you're gonna need a glass of water with this brownie because it probably is about as rich as this little egg. If you like this video, please like it and comment down below and subscribe to Jenna's Kitchen. Plus, if you make this and share it on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to tag Jenna's Kitchen 16 because I would love to see how y'all's Cadbury Creme Egg Brownies turn out. All right, happy Easter, y'all!